by nature of the fact that not only are they the hosts, Mick, but they won the European Championship gold medal back in the summer of 2014 as well. So two champions here going at each other. So the referee will step into the center circle. We're seconds away from tipping it off in the gold medal match of the 11th edition of the FIBA Under-19 World Championships. I think the referees are just asking for the music to turn off. Just like referees spoil everyone's fun. First possession in the hands of Gabby Ortiz, the point guard for the Americans, and she will get them into their first offense. Here's Wilson, gets an early touch. She'll move it on to Collier, who powers it up, it won't drop. Collier gets her own rebound. That shot blocked by Sioma. Wilson pulls the trigger and a velvet touch from number 14.
Yeah, nice touch indeed. A'ja Wilson just showing the variety of skills she has. And look, Vadieva back to break the press. That's impressive too. The off guard to help Levchenko out to break that press.
The Americans settle into some 2-3 zone coming out of the press. Levchenko moves it on to Solovskaya. She can shoot it. And Solovskaya knocks down the first three.
And look down at Coach Staley. She's very upset with the rotation in that zone. Not happy they didn't come out and show it. They're a three-point shooting team, the Russia. Come out in the zone is very bold.
There's a pass to the wing. Collier looks inside to Stevens, gets a little screen. Passing to Stevens, who powers it up. It's off the mark. The Russians on the break. It's a 3-on-2. Kuplinova fans out to the wing and kicks it back to Levchenko. Gets it back. Kuplinova, time to line up her three. It's off the mark. In the first contest between Vadieva and Wilson, Wilson wins it.
I tell you what, Liv, I can only think that Coach Staley is very frightened of a one-on-one matchup defensively, but I cannot believe that's true.
Here's a 2-on-1. Vadieva misses the chippy one. Back come the Americans. It's turned over. It's a frenetic pace from both teams early on here, as the teams try and settle into the game and settle their nerves.
Well, I'd be very intrigued to know why Coach Staley's in his zone to begin this game. It's definitely, we haven't seen it all tournament.
There's a three from Levchenko on the way. That draws iron.
But you know
Wilson
what?
rises for her rebound.
2 threes have gone begging. Maybe it was the right choice.
The Russians just 1 for 3 from behind the arc early on. Ortiz to Collier. Moves it on to Moore. Moore just spilled it. Shot clock at 5. Stevens gonna have to deal. Ortiz lets fly. Her three's on the way. That's no good. We've got bodies on the floor already. Vadieva on the deck. Got a foul against the Americans. It is on Moore.
Yeah. One thing is for certain, Liam, that these two teams can rebound, therefore they can both box out, and there's a huge mountain stopping both teams getting to the offensive boards. That might be a huge key.
Well, here's the 1-2-2 trap from the Americans. Stevens at the point of it with her length. They stay in that 1-2-2 shape. And the pass intercepted inside. Wilson snaps a pass ahead to Stevens, who catches and finishes. Mick, that's no easy task for a long player like Stevens.
Yeah, she's very assured. Took her time, made sure. These rims, we've seen them, are very loose. Tough to get a nice roll on them.
Vadieva flashes to the middle and dissipates the pressure. Polovskaya has made one from there. Count it, number 2! Polovskaya, 2 for 2 from behind the rainbow.
And A'ja Wilson wasn't happy. Looked straight over to the bench to see if that was what she was supposed to be doing, closing out that far out.
Ortiz rides the high screen. Wilson has to come away from the basket to get it. Here's Stevens. Stevens lets fly, and she shows a nice touch.
Yeah, she's got all the ability in Zura Stevens. Can shoot it, can dribble it, got length. It's those passes against the press the United States will not be unhappy to see.
Levchenko, baseline jump shot, no good. Kept alive by Sioma. Americans trying to figure out their own defense. And Polovskaya penetrates to the basket.
Well, Polovskaya has already hit the back-to-back trays and then decides just to drive on the hoop. And Stevens picks up her first foul. She has all 6 of Russia's points and a chance to get the next 2.
This is Daria Polovskaya, as I mentioned in my opening comments. She was the MVP of the Under-18 European Championships last summer, goes 1 for 2 from the line. Vadieva with her first offensive rebound, kicks. This time Kolovskaya throws it right back inside. Vadieva lost it. Wilson picked it up. She lost it. Kolovskaya is going to spot up from the elbow. That's good. Nick, both teams a little bit nervous, losing the handle.
Yes, all 9-point Kolovskaya. Unbelievable. Look at that scoreline. Nobody else is on the board.
Collier gets swallowed up by white jerseys. The pass from Ortiz just a little bit too far in front of Collier to lead her to the basket.
I'm going to give you another. The temperature in this gym has changed. Since the end of the bronze medal game to this game, I'm feeling hotter. I don't know whether the air conditioning's been turned off, make it a little more heated in here.
The Russians have yet to turn it over against the press. They're passing over the top of the zone. Kolovskaya again, if she makes it. Ortiz with the long rebound. Stevens. I'm so impressed with her athleticism, Nick. I thought Ortiz gave it to her too early. She didn't establish post position, but Stevens got it and laid it in.
Yeah, she's poor defense, really gambling for the ball. And that's where the Russia have to be very careful against this press.
Vadieva in the high post. Her pass intended for Sioma off the mark. And a turnover.
No, you can't deal with the pressure until you feel the pressure, and that's exactly what Russia have had to sit through watching the USA put this press on through the tournament. Now they're experiencing it. Now you see little chinks, but they need to settle down. They'll be fine. And as for the USA, they'll just keep firing inside. At some point, Russia will go to zone.
Ortiz not even looking to score, trying to get the big players involved. Here's Wilson on her right hand, and Vadieva strips her. Outlet to Levchenko.
That's a block and steal.
We saw that against the Australians yesterday, Mick. Vadieva has those strong hands. She's a proclivity to rip the ball out of her opponent's hands. Now she posts up, goes at Wilson, and scores.
Yeah, that's the matchup they don't want. That's the one-on-one that is tough to get to. She's such a soft-touch player. You know, I said last night in the restaurant, best player in the world for her age, and maybe Asia Wilson might have something to say about that, and maybe that young lady too.
So might Zore Stevens, the young lady who was with Duke when they went to the Sweet 16 of the NCAAs this year. Azure at the top of that press now.
She only hit 3 threes into this game, coming into this game. She's hit 2 already.
Vadieva moves it on to Sioma. She's fouled from behind by Ortiz. Unselfish play by Maria Vadieva.
Yeah, that's right. Some who've seen her just come in the game for Sioma there. Number 4 has got that pass from Vadieva.
Well, we've got our first timeout here from Chekhov, Russia, in this final match. The gold medal game of the 11th edition of the FIBA Under-19 World Championships. So it's 12-11. Americans with a slender lead. Russians come back and they'll go to the line when we break this timeout. Nick, we're not surprised at all by the fact that the Americans have come in that 1-2-2. They've been doing it the whole tournament. Your thoughts on how Russia are attacking it?
Yeah, it's. I think they look a little tentative, and that does, I think, vote in the favor of the US, because they'll just keep going with it, and they'll, even if they get 4, 6, 8 points off it through the game, it's 8 points you wouldn't have got sitting back in a half-court man. So all credit to them, because I don't think Russia really found the key to finding layups, which is what you want to do if you're going to get a team to break off a press. So I would be more than heartened to see Levchenko and Kolovskaya just causing a few murmurs in terms of breaking that press right now. It goes back to what I said, you can't deal with pressure until you've felt it to begin with.
This is Raisa Musina at the free throw line. She knocks down the first free throw. Last summer, Musina in the under-16 European Championships in Hungary was an all-tournament selection, and she comes off the bench, provides quality minutes for the Russians. Beautiful touch from the line.
Well, you said before, double-double merchant, 4 in the tournament, and she may hold the key for Russia in terms of whether they turn this one out, gold or silver.
Of course, you've got Maiga to come as well for the Russians, another post player. Here's Dangerfield in the game for the Americans. Wilson trying to find space. Dangerfield stops and pops. That's no good. Wilson with the rebound. Can she score? She can't convert. Gets it again. This time she powers it up and in.
Yeah, just a tough competitor as AJ Wilson. You know, the first shot was bothered by Vadieva. She made sure she was going to make that second one, though.
Levchenko now in the trap. That pass is, well, fortuitous that it ends up in the hands of Kolovskaya, who moves it on to Musina. And that's what you talked about, Mick, attacking the back of the press, trying to get layups.
And unfortunately for the States, you know, they're going to have a lot of opportunities where Russia are going to break the press, they're going to look to attack, and when you go to block that,